In a world driven by clicks, where every tap, every press, and every decision hinges on a single moment, one question remains: what color should the button be? Is it red, commanding urgency? Blue, evoking trust? Or green, whispering, "Go ahead, it's safe"? A button isn't just a button. It's an invitation, a decision, a silent conversation between design and psychology. Because in UX, color isn't just aesthetic. It's persuasion, it's emotion. It's the difference between engage and abandon. So, what's the right choice? And more importantly, why does it even matter? Before we talk about design, let's talk about instinct. Every time we see a button, our brains make a split-second decision: trust it or ignore it. The color red communicates urgency, danger, action. That's why end call and emergency exit buttons are red. The color blue communicates stability, trust. Have you ever wondered why Facebook, PayPal, and LinkedIn use blue often? The color green communicates safety, permission. A green button almost feels like a subconscious nod of approval. Black and white, sleek, minimal. Luxury brands love it. But is it always practical? This isn't just theory, it's psychology in action. Some studies have shown that a simple color change can increase conversions by over 20%. But color alone doesn't decide success. Design does. A button isn't just a color, it's a shape, a shadow, flat versus raised, a button that blends in, disappears, rounded versus sharp edges. Ever noticed how Apple and Google favor rounded buttons? Soft edges feel more inviting. Hover effects and animation, even a subtle glow or ripple effect, can guide a user's instinct. When a button is poorly designed, hesitation happens. And hesitation kills conversions. Even the biggest brands experiment with their buttons. And sometimes, subtle changes make a massive impact. MailChimp started with a more conservative blue for a more functional approach, but shifted to their bright yellow CTAs, aligning with their evolving brand. Airbnb's logo color is slightly different from their CTA button to ensure that the CTA button stands out as a focal point for user interaction while maintaining the integrity of their overall design aesthetic. Amazon's signature orange button color has barely changed throughout the years because it instantly evokes urgency, but at the same time gives you a warm feeling. Facebook's CTA buttons use their signature deep blue. That isn't just branding, it's psychological reinforcement. Even a 1% increase in conversion on a global scale means millions in revenue. Color isn't just an aesthetic choice, it's a business decision. A button isn't just a click, it's a commitment. When you click Buy Now, you're making a split-second financial decision. When you click Subscribe, you're making an ongoing commitment to something. And when you delete account, you're making a permanent action that should never be an accident. Some companies use dark patterns, design tricks that manipulate users. Ever tried canceling a subscription and felt like the button was hiding from you? And let's not forget accessibility. A button shouldn't rely only on color. Contrast, text, and size matter too. Here are some best practices and tips for designing your button. First, make it stand out. Contrast is king. Second, use the right color for the right action. Emotion drives decisions. Third, size and placement matter. A button too small to tap is a button ignored. Fourth, clarity over cleverness. Get started is better than click here. Finally, test different options. Then test again, and when you feel like you have a winner, test again for good measure. A/B testing is your best friend. Great UX isn't about what looks good, it's about what feels right. So, what's the perfect button color? The answer is, it depends. The real question is, what do you want your users to feel?